Two words have always been associated with Rupert Murdoch: wealth and power. The Australian-born magnate has propelled himself from local newspaper man to global media mogul, changing the face of media and its operation on his way. With presses running on one South Australia newspaper, Murdoch acquired and launched other publications right across the country and neighbouring New Zealand, before expanding News Corp into the UK, US and Asian media markets. But it was in the United Kingdom that he diversified into TV, creating Sky Television in 1989. Murdoch acquired the UK daily newspaper The Sun in 1969 and turned it into a tabloid format. By 2006, it was selling 3 million copies per day.
Well, of course, there have been many people who've made great names on Fleet Street as running newspapers and building great newspapers. Well, to that extent, yes, I hope to build a great newspaper out of The Sun.
On his journey to become one of the world's wealthiest men, Murdoch has frequently been criticised for his political views and for lowering the standards of the publications and outlets he acquires.
No, the News of the World is it's the most successful Sunday paper in the world. And I'm certainly not going to compete with that by imitating that every day. That's unique, and it's going to be left well alone to continue to make money and to do better, I hope. The Sun will certainly be competing with the Daily Mirror. It will be a small-sized newspaper, and it will be out to get every reader it can, and it'll be very happy to take them from the Daily Mirror or the Daily Express or any that's available.
Murdoch continued to aggressively turn his acquisitions into one of the biggest media corporations in the world. In the 1980s, he became a US citizen in order to meet requirements for owning TV stations. In the early 1990s, his empire was stretched thin financially, but by the end of the 90s, it had bounced back, with successes on cable television and with the network Asian Star Television. News Corp's holdings include the Fox TV network, HarperCollins Books, 20th Century Fox, and the New York Post. Murdoch is known for his persistent interference with editors and news chiefs.
The whole structure of this sort of business is wound up in companies and also in family trusts. It's designed as a rampart to protect family wealth. So if one particular stone happens to fall out of that rampart, the defences of News International are still very strong.
According to the 2009 Forbes 400, Murdoch is the 132nd richest person in the world, with a net worth of $4 billion. News Corporation Europe, based in Italy and operated by Letizia Moratti, has led spectators to believe that the entrance of Rupert Murdoch to the Italian television marketplace will be good for local and global competition. The globalization of the European market will enable Murdoch to further expand his company.
As media companies become more global, such as the Germans are doing with Bertelsmann, we have to recognize that Europe is, in media terms, half the world.
As a major shareholder and managing director of News Corporation, Murdoch is directing one of the world's largest and most influential media corporations and shaping some of Australia, America and Britain's most popular media and news publications.
But if the unhealthy concentration does exist today, it exists not in the private sector, but in state broadcasting. In the United Kingdom, no one challenges the power of the BBC.
With Murdoch's Fox News consistently taking ratings from CNN and considered the most watched cable news channel, this media baron will continue changing the face of broadcasting.